a 40 already.
I'm
And that makes
looking
me
for the
happy.
fucking photo.
Cool. Not surprised I died an angry, vigorous death. Oh, wow, that's right. Okay.
You should just play your A10 and arrow.
I found the photo.
No, but that's not.
Here.
There's no fun.
Here are the two motherfuckers right next to
It's
the
not
Fiedler
bad.
Swords that they shot down. No, Mike. There
it's
they are.
stupidly strong.
I know it's
It's, like,
strong,
really
but it's
good.
not. It's not what I want to fly it for.
Yeah, no, Mike. There they are with the plane they shot down.
That's beautiful. That's
Motherfuckers
fucking
only had
beautiful.
45 Colts and they did that.
Bro.
Feel like, yo, we gotta
45
get a
is
picture.
power.
It's like when you go hunting, you know?
Is it in
First
Yeah,
you
and
kill
here
the
they are
day.
with the plane. They shot it down with that.
What is it in memes?
No, Mike.
No Mike.
No mic text.
That is Daytona's area, is no Mike.
Oh no, I'm gonna get torpedoed.
Oh my god!
These crazy motherfuckers. They used a grasshopper to shoot down a Fiedler Scorch with pistols.
I like how
I think
they
I
just-
dodged his torpedoes.
I love how nice. I love how happy they are standing next to it. They're like, "Yeah, we did that.
We did this.
We did that shit.
We did that.
That was us."
Bro, imagine going back to base and they're like, bro, we just shot down a fucking Fiedler Sword, and you're like, no way. You got
No,
you got
no,
pictures?
literally,
And
just
like, yeah,
imagine, because that was one of the last
Fuck yeah, we got
dogfights
a
over
picture.
Europe. That was one of the last dogfights over Europe, so you gotta remember, it would be like, they would probably have to call it into, like, fighter kind of command as well. So it's like, okay, we
It's like,
chalked up a
hey.
kill, but wait a minute, how did you chalk up a kill? You're in a grasshopper, what did you shoot? We shot
Imagine
down a
the
German recon aircraft with our fucking pistols.
Bro, that was like
imagine-
so there's this movie made by a Russian movie company called The Pilot. It's basically like a story of a down to IL-2 behind enemy lines, pretty much.
Yeah.
And one of the scenes, the gun jams and there's a 109 flying right behind him. So the guy literally pulls out his fucking Tokarev and starts popping shots off next to the turret of this fucking 109.
Does he hit the 109?
No, they died.
Damn.
They got shot down.
Damn. At least he tried.
Well, historically, there was 1-0 that was shot down by a dude with a 1911.
Yeah, he
Look
was
at that,
parachuting and the Zero tried to
goes
strafe
for
him.
pop.
Not to go without saying that when they crash landed that IL-2 and the Germans came through the tree line, the tail 50 cal started working again.
Well, that's good at least.
Oh, I was
The
so
crash unjammed the 50 cal.
That is possible, I guess. Saying how hard of a jolt that would be.
Yeah.
No, he like opened it up and pulled the round out that was jamming.
Oh.
Jamming.
Oh, it was just a straight jam. Okay.
Yeah.
It was just, alright, let me just take this out.
All right, the time for murder is now.
They did really good with that movie, and I'm pretty sure they used one of like the only surviving IL-2s in the war for that.
And hopefully
for that
they didn't
scene.
fuck it up.
Well, no, they probably CGI'd the crash, but
I'm just saying, hopefully they didn't fuck it up. We're talking about the Russians here, remember?
oh no,
Nah,
the movie's actually really good. If there's one thing the Russians are good at, is making.
They do
war
pretty good
films.
war movies.
Yeah. Well, that's because they're so fucking passionate about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when your country almost gets invaded 2 times within the last 30 fucking years, I'd
Yeah.
be pretty passionate about it too.
Mm-hmm.
Guys,
We almost had our
did
country genocided. Here's how we didn't.
Just like World War One, they were fighting in World War One too. They're like, oh, round 2, all right.
Oh, by the way,
Okay,
guys, I
Jim.
found something really fun. You guys know that A-36 have been flying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I refined it a little bit, and I figured out I can go 360 on the deck without overheating.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and remember, the thing's at 3.0, so you just literally outrun everything. It's fucking great.
Jesus Christ.
I love naval, how whenever people see a plane, they just put their full attention to shooting at it, even though they know they can't hit
Take him down.
it. Yeah. I'm just sitting here like, I'm gonna go bomb a destroyer.
Enemy aircraft spot. Enemy
Yeah,
spotted.
then there's me on the destroyer. Just, get the party!
Fucking enemy spotted.
I'm
Fucking
just over here on a
enemy
109,
spotted.
like, Yeah, here we
Bro,
go.
I honestly feel bad for the poor motherfucker who targets my destroyer with a plane. Do you wanna know why? Do you wanna know the two destroyers I made?
The ones with a fuckload of anti-air, I'm guessing.
Howell and Phelps.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the
I
ones
just
with
missed
all
the
the
plane I
anti-air.
was going for.
Dude, come on. Why am I the first one to fucking die every time?
Wait a fucking minute. You know what we still don't have that really pisses me off? Why do we not have the Roberts?
Buddy, there's
Why?
3 other fucking tanks in front of me.
Why do
and
we
you
not
pick
have an
me.
Iowa?
Bro, I'm just trying to
Because
shoot
we
down a
only
German
have
float
dreadnoughts, you
plane.
fucking mongrel.
Give us an Iowa, guys.
No,
Or
you
like
fucking
USS
idiot.
Or the USS Texas or the Tennessee.
Don't we already?
No, give me the Texas, but give me the ability to flood half my
Boy, we
ship so I
already
can
have
kill
the
back.
Arizona.
Yeah, I want the Texas so I can get those D-Day shots, tilting back, flooding half the ship.
No,
just to
bro,
eat
you want
them.
the Arizona to where you, if you get too scared, you can instantly sink your ship in half.
I can detonate my own mag.
Yes, but really
Yes.
though, guys, you're forgetting. We need 2 particular ships for event vehicles of premiums. I don't care which. Do you know what they are? Johnston and the Roberts. We need the angriest little bastards to ever sail with the U.S. fleet. And I hope that you
Bro.
guys know what those 2 ships are. I would be very
Guys,
disappointed if you don't.
Gaijin, please give us submarines so I can have the USS Barb.
They did that at
Bro.
one time. They did that as an event one time.
I know, but it was
I know,
like
Silent
nuclear
Thunder. I was
submarines.
really fucking good at it. Like,
Give me
I
my
was
fucking
stupid
diesel
fucking good at it.
Bro, give me my USS Barb, my World War II diesel submarine that sunk a fucking train.
Yes, I know. We all know the story of the Barb.
I
In fact,
love the Barb.
Wait a
dude.
minute,
It's hilarious.
Nick. Now that I think about it, I'm the dude who told me that fucking story.
Wait, it sunk a train?
Yeah, basically, the only actual landing on Japanese territory during World War II, like mainland Japan, was done by the submarine USS Barb, who took the scuttling charges, put it on a railway, and blew up a Japanese train.
With a makeshift pressure center.
Bro, World War II is fucking wild, bro.
Bro, if you want the Barb, do you want what I want? I want the fucking
rocket
Wahoo.
launchers.
Do you know what the Wahoo was? The Wahoo, I think it was a Gato-class submarine. It might have been a Belau or a Trench. The captain was a fucking maniac. Like, you know how the American torpedoes at the beginning of the war were absolute AIDS?
Yes.
And you know how submarines are more or less just metal tubes that if they get a hole in them, you're screwed?
Pretty much, yeah.
If the torpedoes didn't work, he would just engage whatever the fuck the enemy was on the surface with the deck gun at all times possible. And he wouldn't return until he was out of deck gun ammo and torpedoes.
Jesus.
And one time he ran out of both. But he had been on a base that the Marines were preparing, like the Japanese were going to counterattack it and the Marines were preparing for it. This motherfucker stole like 2 cases worth of Molotov cocktails. He was surfaced next to the enemy little like skiff cargo ship thing, and he just started pitching Molotovs onto the fucking deck.
It's hilarious.
World War II is wild. What the fuck?
Bro, do you not know what the Samuel B. Roberts did?
No.
Basically.
I know. I know.
Have you never heard of the Battle of Leyte Gulf? Have you never heard of that?
No, I'm not super big into naval battles.
Alright, basically, it's the entire Japanese main fleet. Okay, think about it this way. It's Mike Tyson versus a fucking child, but the child curb stomps Mike Tyson.
Basically.
It was like 5 destroyers, defending like 250,000 Marines on a beachhead. Because the main U.S. fleet was chasing the Japanese carriers who were acting as
Bro,
a
how do you
distraction.
even hit me through a fucking smoke like that, dude?
But what ended up happening was, because there was nothing else there, Japanese thought there'd be no one there with the distraction, and the older U.S. battleships were engaging their southern force. So what happens is, Japanese think nobody's going to be there, they can just shell the shit out of the U.S. landing, and they would have, except for one thing. So you know what a CVE is, the like light carriers U.S. throw a shit ton of?
Yes.
Got the nickname Carrier Very Explosive or Carrier Very Expendable. Basically, we had 5 of them there, and a couple destroyers and destroyer escorts, you know, like the really tiny shit ones, which are more or less just half a destroyer, defending. defending those ships. They were just there for doing support for the landings, that kind of thing, you know?
They were just like, I'm here.
Yeah, they were just support for the landings, that kind of thing. So yeah, they got rolled up on by the entire main Japanese battleship fleet, including the fucking Yamato. And yeah, the USS Johnston, a destroyer, fucking charged the main Japanese fleet on its own without orders.
They're just like, fuck you, Japan. I'm heading straight for you.
No, the best part is it sunk a fucking heavy cruiser.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, and then there was the USS Samuel B. Roberts. It is a ship, a destroyer escort. You know, like fucking tiny little thing. Got the nickname Destroyer Escort that fought like a battleship because it went toe to toe with multiple fucking cruisers, and it blew cruisers' bow off with torpedoes.
I love America.
These were some
World War II.
angry little bastards, man.
Bro, the Americans in World War II are like some of the best fucking people.
Let me find the Wikipedia article for that particular battle. It's one hell of a fucking read if you have time to read it.
Fucking,
Yeah,
I'll
it's in
probably
no
be able
mic.
to read it before this bitch get out of the shower.
No, Mike. So I just want you to look at how this ended up, and just quickly look at the result and the belligerence that they have for the military stuff. And remember that it says their Allied victory, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to quickly look at the odds here.
Belligerent United States.
Oh wait, this
Australia,
is the
Japan.
wrong one. I should be looking at the Battle off Stanley.
I really need these motherfuckers to piss off with the damn radar-guided anti.
Let me see if I can find it here. Battle off Samar. Here it is. I found it.
Alright.
This is it.
I'll pour this fucking-
American victory. Okay? So I just want you to remember that. American victory, right?
Mm-hmm.
Read this particular one. The one that I just put in No Mike. And I want you to look at the odds, okay? Just look at the odds and what was fighting, okay?
Alright.
Oh yeah, isn't that when the Yamato got sunk?
Not when the Yamato got sunk.
that was during
it's
the
the
Battle
time
of
that the
Midway.
Yamato got scared off by a fucking destroyer.
No.
Okay, for Japan, 4 battleships, 6 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers, 11 destroyers, and 30 aircraft. For America, 6 escort carriers, 3 destroyers, 4 destroyer escorts, and 400 aircraft.
And one of the best part, those aircraft only had ground attack ordnance because they were supporting the landings. They didn't even have torpedoes or bombs.
They just... That's hilarious.
And quickly, American victory. And they somehow managed to sink 3 heavy cruisers, damage 3, take out 52 aircraft, and take out possibly even more.
And we only lost 2 escort carriers, 2 destroyers, 1 destroyer escort, 23 aircraft. This is perfect.
Yeah, so I want you to go to the section with the Johnston and the Samuel B. Roberts, because those fuckers were straight up insane.
Johnston pressed its attack, firing more than 200 shells as it followed an evasive course through moderate swells.
Man steals police badge.
Johnston closed to within maximum torpedo range, and at 4.4 nautical miles, she fired a full salvo of 10 torpedoes. The heavy cruiser Suzuya suffered damage from air attacks, was also taken out of the fight as it assists to stop the ship that it got hit with the torpedoes. 3 battleship main battery shells passed through the deck of the Johnston and entered her portside engine room, which cut the destroyer's speed in half to 17 knots. It just went right through the ship.
Yes, and they kept fucking fighting.
It only cut out half of the engine power.
Yeah, and they thought it was a cruiser.
It was a fucking destroyer. That thing would have ripped them in half.
Yeah, and wait a fucking minute. Look, wait a minute. Read a little bit farther down, and look what they reported as well. Read the next section down, the one that starts at 7:30. Read that shit.
That's what I was talking about.
No, you just got... Oh, you're talking about the one with the Yamato where it literally blew up the fucking bridge and they kept fighting?
Oh, no.
No. Don't go one that says at 7:30.
Johnson's rain squall, based on the bearing and angle of the fall, is more likely to... Oh, wait, sorry. Bridge causing numerous casualties and severing the fingers of Commander Evans' left hand. With the dead and dying sailors strewn across their bloody decks, Yamato reported sinking a cruiser.
Yamato, you were so fucking stupid. You did not sink a cruiser, baby.
Yeah, but
You
wait a
just
minute.
sank
Go
a
farther
destroyer
down.
out.
However, after getting hit by a fucking 16-inch shell, Johnston was not
Hold on.
sunk.
Hold on. Three shells.
Yes, but just keep fucking reading.
It just got its speed cut in half. That's it. It kept going.
Yeah, and they got the main guns and radar working again.
Mm-hmm.
During the battle, Evans engaged in several duels with much larger Japanese opponents.
Hold on.
20 emerging through smoke and rain squalls, Johnson was confronted by a 36,600-ton Congo-class battleship.
Hold on.
Johnson fired at least 40 rounds with over 15 hits on the battleship's superstructure observed. Johnson reversed course and disappeared in the smoke, avoiding Congo's 14-inch cannon return fire.
The Johnston fucking survived a 3-shell salvo from the Yamato.
It might have not lost. It might have not survived the battle, but damn, did they go down in history?
Yeah.
And the only reason they died is because they were still trying to protect the escort carriers, and it decided to put itself in the middle.
Bro.
Mm-hmm.
Evans commanded the ship from the stern by shouting orders down to men manually operating the rudder.
Yes, because the bridge already got blown up.
Shell fire knocked out the remaining engine, leaving Johnston dead in the water at 0940. That's almost 2 hours worth of combat.
Mm-hmm.
In a destroyer against the main Japanese battleship fleet.
Johnston was hit so many times that one survivor recalled they couldn't patch holes fast enough to keep it afloat. That's insane, dude.
It's a shame that Evans didn't make it out, though.
Alright, here's the scene. It's so funny because they thought they were cruisers, but they...
Oh, not to mention the fact that a Japanese destroyer saluted the crew of the Johnston as it went down.
That's cool.
Listen, they were like, respect.
I'll give the Japanese Navy one thing. They had mad respect for the fucking U.S.
Yeah.
Yes,
They're
but
like,
man,
"You
after
fucking
that,
should
they
fight
must have
hard."
just been thinking, holy fucking shit, who the hell was this guy? Oh yeah, so basically, read the one right below it, Samuel B. Roberts. This is my favorite ship of the battle other than the Johnston. Because these guys were fucking nuts.
Mr. Burton,
Just
you may
imagine
open
that.
fire. Roberts
It's
and
so
Chikuma began to trade broadsides. Chikuma now divided her fire between carriers and Roberts.
Yes, but it's a destroyer escort broadsiding a cruiser.
I know. Hampered by the closing range and the slow rate of fire, Chikuma fired with difficulty at her small, fast opponent. Roberts did not share Chikuma's problem of a slow rate of fire. For the next 35 minutes, from as close as 5,300 yards, her guns would fire almost her entire supply of 5-inch ammunition. Over 600 rounds. Chikuma was raked along its entire length. However, unknown to the crew, shortly after Roberts engaged Chikuma, Kierman also aimed her guns at the cruiser, putting her in a deadly crossfire. Chikuma's superstructure was ripped by salvo after salvo of armored piercing shells, high explosive and anti-aircraft shells, and even star shells that created chemical fires, even in metal plates.
That's great.
That's nutty.
Yeah, not to mention, look what else was fucking firing at it.
Yeah, the Yamato.
And the Nagato and the
Yo, that do be kind of insane though.
Oh, just the Japanese
But
pride
why
of the fleet.
why the fuck is War Thunder running so shit?
No idea, but wait a minute. Dude, read the bottom with the Paul Henry card. This dude was probably one of the bravest sons of bitches I've ever heard.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
I've heard more about that story, and apparently he did that twice. He snuck back into the turret.
Holy shit!
Like, this
Dude
was
was
a
like-
fight to the
Oh
death.
my god. That fucking man.
He
He
snuck
literally
back into
was-
that turret twice to try and load a round.
He was like, fucking help me get the challenge.
No, he unironically, the corpsman brought him outside the turret so we could die in peace. And twice he had to drag him out because he kept trying to load the fucking gun.
It's like, I'm gonna kill these jack fuckers one way or another.
I'm also reading about the hull, and it turns
Yeah.
out that he thought he was salvoing torpedoes in a heavy cruiser, but it might have actually been Yamato or Harada. Most likely Yamato.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what that means?
Yeah.
That means that Yamato almost was taken out of the war by a fucking Fletcher-class destroyer.
Bro, that would have made the Fletcher so damn popular.
It
The
would
Fletcher
have.
already is popular.
Even more
The
popular than
Fletcher
already
is
is.
single-handedly one of the best ever. Like, hands down.
Bro.
Why do people have bushes on their tanks at 11-0? What
The
is?
Fletcher is so good. Even in War Thunder, the Fletcher is amazing.
Why do
Yeah, you
people-
want to know something else that happened though, which wasn't good?
Hmm.
First kamikaze attack at the St. Lo. That's what led to the adoption of the tactic.
Tactic of what?
Kamikaze, that was the turning point in the war, right fucking there. That battle had a hell of a lot of effect.
Oh, you are a fast-moving ship.
I mean, I'll play some naval. I love playing the PT boats.
I'm
Oh,
playing.
yeah, there's
Coastal.
one other story that I forgot about. So, on those escort carriers, there was a TBF Avenger that didn't have a way to get back to his carrier because all their decks ended up broken up. So we had to land on the island, Sanmar, that the Marines were trying to take on the
Hit on his
airfield
engine.
during the battle. So they land this thing on the just captured airfield. Marines give them guns. Hey, we're about to be counterattacked. Get in the trench.
That's
I
hilarious.
hit
And
this
one of the
guy's
TBFs
engine and he's still moving so quickly.
Bruh. But basically, one of the TBFs also had a really damaged wing, so it couldn't take back up. This motherfucker leads a patrol into the jungle and comes back with another wing. Where the fuck did he find a TBF wing on
I
a
don't
Japanese-held island?
I mean,
I honestly want to know, where did he find it?
Just comes back with another TBF wing. Alright,
I'm literally
let's do
pulling
it.
a fucking cruiser right now and a fucking ferry in winning.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm confused
I
on
won.
the fact of why I'm only getting 20 frames on this fucking game right now.
I won a duel with a fucking cruiser and a ferry.
He probably only has 76s and you have 88s, so.
I'm so confused, man. Like,
I mean, he couldn't really aim. I'd think that would be his issue.
Mm.
Spawn protection just saved a man's life. Yeah, it was a Lynchfield that I killed.
Litchfield, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that has like 76s.
A Litchfield?
Yeah.
As in the ship?
Yeah.
Yes.
That has 4-inch guns.
Oh, never mind. All right.
So are you playing like Love Your Naval?
Yeah,
He was playing
2-7
It's been a long time since I've done that. Why are you doing it?
challenges.
Oh, for the battle pass?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I could get my old naval lineup out of retirement and see if I could find one for 2-7. Would
Fucking
3-0 do?
No.
Okay, I'll edit the lineup.
I have 1-2-7.
Okay, I'll edit the lineup. Just let me in the squad when you get a chance, okay?
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that. I got it.
My game's about halfway over.
It is.
I'm probably
Okay.
only going to be playing like 1 or 2 more games because I'm just
Yeah,
trying
it's
to do the battle pass challenges.
Let's
I just need something to do for a round or two.
Yeah.
Noodle
And I'm going
hog.
back to 10-0 Air where I enjoy myself.
Guess
Can
what?
I join?
Yes.
It's
I know
You
only
know what
you
I do
do
at
there.
10 where we have to commit the war crimes as usual. The war crimes!
Yes.
Noodle.
You know what? I saw some people accidentally being in props in 10-0 Air earlier, and it reminded me of you.
Yeah, it's literally, back in my day, we didn't need none of them missiles.
It's a guy with a fucking J-22, and I'm just like, that reminds me of someone.
Yeah, the only difference is I'm guessing they got their ass shot.
Yeah, they got fucked up.
Fucking, lock.
And then there's me who's out here listening to music from like 1920, flying around in an XP-55 like a fucking crackhead.
Oh, I see how everyone else plays the SF-40. They just switch to the Wirbelwind turrets and go,
Yeah, more or less.
Mm.
You also have to remember that there is actually 2 variants. One has 88s and one has Werewolf
Yeah,
turrets, the night
yeah.
shit.
That was the 88 one, but he was using the fucking light guns.
It's much
on it.
easier to use those against the PT boats, yeah.
Yeah. I prefer
wait a
using
minute,
the big
guys.
guns, because...
Good news, I'm looking at my German air tree. Apparently, if I want, I can buy the 109B1.
Oh my god.
It's only taken me 7 fucking years.
What a classic.
I have
Yeah,
not
that-
gonna
that's
get
what
it.
I've been
Fucking German
killing
tree.
fucking Litchfields with is the... Or no, not the E1. I'm playing the E3.
I
I'm
know.
killing
E3?
Litchfields in the
Oh,
109
no.
E3.
Yeah, the
Wow.
Litchfield doesn't have any anti-aircraft guns. I'm not surprised. It is the U.S. Reserve.
Yeah.
I do have a pretty nice
Literally
custom
gets
camo for it, though. Like one of the marketplace ones. I don't really know how I got it, though. It just makes it very red.
I'm,
Stream it. It is literally just red.
what the fuck? Oh my god, it is. It looks
25
rusty.
FPS on this fucking shit game.
It actually looks rusty, but it looks cool.
Well, I'm not sure if it's rust or just red. I think it's just red paint.
No, it's just red. It just looks rusty, you know?
It's a weird-ass pattern.